Hello everybody, welcome back to the Biker Baker Show, and today we're going to attempt apple fritters. Never made them before. We're using Granny Smith apples. I've got 2.5 cups here, well 2 cups more, so about 2.5 cups of diced up Granny Smith apples. And it's going to start off, we're going to put 1 cup of flour in our bowl. And 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder we're going to put in there. 2 tablespoons of sugar. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And 1.5 teaspoons of, or 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. There we go. That cinnamon, when it goes in something, it always smells so good. Stir that up a little bit. And then we've got 1 egg. This very few ingredients, guys, all that you probably have at your house. 1 egg, 1/2 cup of milk, and a teaspoon of vanilla. That's all the ingredients there is. And then you're going to have some oil for frying. Turn that on maybe. Get that heated up. We're just stirring all this up. As I do, I slop it everywhere.
Not you.
Oh. And if you don't want to use cinnamon in it, you don't have to.
Oh, but you want to.
Well, I've seen many recipes that don't put cinnamon in it. But, you know, cinnamon and apples go together, so, and it makes the dough dark. So, if you don't want to put it in there, you don't have to.
It goes together like biscuits and gravy.
Exactly.
You got to have it.
That's how it goes. And then you're going to put your apples in there. Some nice thick with them apples in there. See that?
Looks yummy.
And then we're going to get our oil heated up. And then we're going to try and fry them up. I've got 2 to 3 cups of oil in here. I'm using vegetable oil. You can use canola, peanut, whatever you want to use. And we're going to crank that up a little bit higher. We want it to be frying at 350, so we're going to start it out at 360.
That ought to be good.
You guys are doing great with the sharing and the liking and the comments. We are loving it. Both of us, that's the first thing we do when we get up. We're like, oh, we need to check YouTube. Because we gotta see what's going on. We don't want to miss anything. Both of us check it, so if you leave comments, we both read them.
We're close to giving away our gifts.
Yes,
We're
we
on
are.
about 8 away.
Yep. We're getting there. So I'm going to get this oil heated up and we'll be right back. Alright guys, I got my oil heated up to 350. I got my pan here ready, so when I take them out, I'm going to put them on the baking sheet here, the cooling rack. Alright, we're going to try it. We're going to try it.
Let her rip, Tater Chip.
Woo. Alright. You know me with this frying like this.
I know.
And guys, if you want, you can probably go ahead and cook your apples ahead of time. cook them on the stove, make them soft. But I'm not doing that. I have seen somebody do that, but only one person. Everybody else just puts them right in there because I think they'll soften up after it cooks and cools off. I'll put one more right there. We don't want them real big. See what that looks like. Let them fry up a little bit. They're poofing up. Maybe make them bigger next time. We'll see.
No, you don't want them very big. Or I don't anyway.
Doesn't take very long to fry them. Just like you would if you were making like biscuit donuts. Just put them in till they get brown on one side and then just flip them.
You want them crisp on the outside.
Yeah. There's a brown one.
That looks better.
Mr. Smith's a donut king.
A donut connoisseur.
We have a donut shop in Chillicothe, Ohio that is delicious. It's called Krispy Kreme Donuts, and doesn't start with the K, it starts with the C. And they beat those others.
Yeah, they do.
They have a maple nut cinnamon that's delicious.
And the crow nut,
Yeah.
which we made a hamburger out with one of them. Which was, you go back and watch that video, it was fantastic.
There we go. And you just make a simple powdered sugar, vanilla, and milk icing for this, just a glaze on it.
Probably because those are Granny Smiths, you probably want them a little sweeter.
Yeah, I put 2 tablespoons of sugar, but if you
If you had the Honeycrisp, they would be okay with that amount.
More sweet.
But I bet you're going to need more sugar in it.
Well, you're going to put a sugar glaze on it, so that might help a little bit. If you think they're not going to be sweet enough.
You know me. I like it sweet.
You like it sweet. Well, we're going to pull these out. Look at that. That looks pretty good. Ooh. I think I even want to taste one of these. I'm going to put another batch in.
They done smoked up, didn't they?
Yeah. That's what we want. You want the others the same size?
Yeah. I mean, you could flatten them a little more if you want.
Because you don't want poofy ones.
Well, I think it'll cook better if it's... Although they're going to swell anyway.
Mm-hmm. Got baking.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we want. We want swole. Like you swole.
I only want to eat too many carbs.
We're going to put one more right in here since they're small. Trying to get all that out to put in that one.
There you go. You got her, dead.
A little bit more here. Alright, that is it. Let's see if I can clean up my mess or make more of one.
Probably.
Make more of one. Because that's what I do. All right.
Messy
so now
cooks are the best.
we're going to try to do some icing. So we've got some powdered sugar here. Ooh,
Hello.
maybe a little more than I need, but we're going to use it in here. We're going to put some vanilla in it. And then we're going to put a little bit of milk. Well, I got heavy whipping cream here we're using. Might need more, might need less. I've made this before, and you guys, you know this is just a simple glaze. I want it to cool down just a little bit before you put any on it. You don't want it running completely off, but I don't want to put it on it while they're cold either. There we go. A little at a time.
You sound like the Johnny Cash song. Got it one piece at a time, didn't cost me a dime.
Then we'll add some water too, instead of just the heavy whipping cream. There we go. You can make it with milk. You can just make it with water if you want. I think I need to turn these. We're getting a little crispy. I'm frying them in an iron skillet on this here. Like I said, it's 350. So there we go.
Ooh, them looking good.
Smelling good too. All right. Smooth this out some. All right. Then we're going to put one out to take a taste test.
Are they cooled off enough?
Yeah, you know how I am.
I know.
We'll take these out first then, so we can let that cool a little bit for you.
Are they all crisped up?
They're getting there. I want to make sure. Something a little bit more. They're all floating. Looking good.
Frying all that healthy grease?
Yeah, it is. Look at that, guys. That's the glaze on that apple fritter. All right, let's pull these ones out. Turn all that noisy off. When you put them in there, you think they're really small, but then they really poof up.
Well, they did.
Whew.
Oh.
Oops.
Double dipped that one in grease.
Well, you like a double dip.
Chocolate.
All right. That looks like a nice donut inside. You can see that. All right, Mr. Smith, I'm going to give you this fork.
That's a 600-pound light
Well,
bite.
you don't have to eat it all at once. Just take you a little bite. I like it. You like it?
It's good. The Granny Smiths are not as sweet, so the donut's not as sweet as you would think it would be when you're eating an apple fritter, but it works.
So his idea is more sugar, guys.
More sugar if you're using Granny Smith's.
More
if
sugar.
you're using the Honey Crisp, I would say no. That'd be fine. That's good.
And the apples are still a little crispy, but once this cools down, then the apples will, they're still cooking while these are hot. So we'll be icing some of these, and let's just drizzle a little bit over those so they look pretty. I don't remember what ones were the older ones. And if you're going to put these in the freezer, you don't want to put any icing on them because that'll make them soggy, but you can freeze them and then pull them out as you need them or want them one at a time. Well, there you go. Apple fritters. Oh, apple fritters, guys. First time making them. Evidently, we need more sugar, Mr. Smith says.
Oh, they're still good. Nothing wrong with them.
All right. We get true opinions here. We're not faking whether we like it or not. Mr. Smith tells the truth.
Hey, I tell it like it is.
All right. So like, comment, share, subscribe, and help us grow, please. And thanks for watching The Biker Baker Show. Peace out.